any example of a fraction? Phoebe? What? 1/4. Good. Anyone else?
3/8.
3/8. So today we're going to do fractions. So what is a fraction? A fraction is a way to show the parts of something as a whole. And we use fractions a lot in everyday life. So when you're playing with your friends, you may split something in half as a fraction to share, right? Or when you're eating pizza. Does anyone eat pizza?
Yes.
Yeah? You like pizza?
Yep.
So when you cut it up, say there's 12 pieces, that's how many parts that you have as a whole. But the first number, so if I have 1/12, that's one piece of pizza out of 12, right? Okay.
1/8.
Yeah? So these are some fractions. Anyone tell me what that is?
1/4.
Good job. What about this one? Phoebe? Good job. What do you think?
3/4.
3/4. Good job. So these are some fractions too. So this is how many fruits were sold at a fruit sale. And then these are 4 bars, but there's 3 shaded in and 1 left over out of 4. So what would that fraction be? Phoebe?
3/4.
Good job. Usually we use numbers to represent fractions. So, in a fraction, there's a top number and a bottom number, right? So the top number is called a numerator. Can you guys say numerator?
Numerator.
Okay, and the bottom number is a denominator. Good job. So you can remember it as North Dakota, or you can just remember that the letter D in denominator means down, and that's your bottom number. Okay? So what's the top number called? Phoebe? Numerator, good job. What's the bottom number called, Keelan?
Denominator.
Good job. So, we have 2 parts. One would be the numerator, and the 4 would be the denominator. Good job. And the line, this is the fraction bar. It means division, or 1 divided by 4. So 1 divided by 4 would be 1/4. Pop quiz. What is the number 1? Numerator, good job. And what's number 4? Adrian? Denominator, good job. There we go. So what do these words mean? The numerator is the number of parts, and the denominator are all the parts in a whole. If I had 4/4, what did that equal? 1 whole, right? If I had 4 out of 4 pieces, that's 1, right? Now, how many are there?
4.
Good, so what would that fraction be? 1/4. So 1 out of 4. But there has to be a better way to learn about fractions, don't you think? How about chocolate math?
Yeah.
All
Are we
right.
gonna have chocolate after this?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. So, you got to remember the rules before you go back to your seats. You will get to eat your chocolate bar after you're finished. Okay? No nibbling. Because then all the fractions are gone, right?
Yeah.
There'll be no fractions.
Even though your mouth is watering.
Don't touch anyone else's chocolate bar. Okay?
Without permission.
Without permission. But I wouldn't give you permission to touch my chocolate bar.
No. Miss, you wouldn't. She loves chocolate. Big fan.
And then you'll get a blank piece of paper. Keep your chocolate bar on the paper, not on the table, right?
Chocolate?
Why? Because there's germs all over the table.
Yeah.
Okay? So, Keelan, what's one of the rules? Yeah, what can't Good. What's another one?
You get to eat your chocolate after we finish.
Good. All right. So, I want you guys, I'm going to get the chocolate, and one side, you can get a piece once you tell me a fraction. And then you'll take it and go back to your seat, okay? Good job. Tell me a fraction, Colin. Good job. Good job. All right. So, first things first, you're going to need to estimate how many pieces inside your chocolate bar. That's what you're going to put on your first line. It says estimation. All right, so why don't you go ahead and do that? And then I want you to turn to your table partner and talk about what you guys put.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. So like there's like each on 4. So 4 on each 12. So 12. There's 47 in there.
10 more seconds to talk to your partner.
There's 12. There's 12 in there. But you estimated and it'll be 10. 12.
What did you say, Celine? 4 columns. Good job. That's the next question. How many columns are in your Hershey bar? Good. Go ahead and fill that out too. All right. So number 3 on your paper says, what addition or multiplication problem do you see using the information on the previous slide? Write an equation and draw an array to find the total number of pieces. Make sure you show your work. So, I want you to draw an array, like your Hershey bar, with 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay.
2.
Alright. On your paper, I want you to make these fractions with your bar. So you can go ahead and break your pieces, but make 12 separate pieces. So I'm going to make the fractions up here with you guys, okay, with my chocolate bar. So how many pieces do we have total?
12.
12. So the first fraction, oops, wrong way. The first fraction I want you to make is 2 12. So how many should we take away from the 12?
2.
2. So like this.
Yes. Good job.
Good job. The guy that made the Hershey bar's last name was Hershey. That's why.
Oh. That's why it's called Hershey.
Yeah. All right. Look up here when you're ready.
Yep.
2 12. So we made 2 12, which is also 1 6. Let me show you why. Don't mess with your chocolate bars yet. So, right here we have 12 different parts, right?
Yeah.
But in 1 6 we have 6 different parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? So on your piece of paper, on your worksheet, number 4, it says, break off the first column of your candy bar. How many pieces did you take?
3.
So I want you to fill that out on your piece of paper. What fraction of the candy bar did you take?
Ooh.
Emma?
312.
3/12. Good job. All right, the next question. What fraction of the candy bar is left?
9/12.
What do you think?
9.
9 out of what?
12. Out of 12.
Which is 9/12, right? So go ahead and fill that out. So what fraction of the candy bar is gone?
6. 12.
Which equals what?
Half.
1/2. Good job. 1/2 of the candy bar is gone. Then the next question is, what fraction of the candy bar is left?
6/12.
So if we have a half gone, what else is left?
6.
Another
6/12.
half, which equals
6/12. 12.
a half. So we have 2 halves, which equals your whole candy bar, right?
Yeah.
So when it says what fraction of the candy bar is left, it's 1/2 as well.
Okay.
All right, everyone's ready. So number 7 says, put all of your pieces together in a pile. Discuss how you could share your candy bar with 24 people, and they could all get the same amount. I want you to discuss with your table partner what you think you could do.
Yeah. So you just take these and split these in half, and you get double it.
3, 2, 1. Okay, Jalen, what do you think? What did you discuss with your table partner? Break each piece in half? Why do you think that is, Emma?
Because 12 times 2 is 24, and if you cut the pieces in half, everyone's gonna have a piece.
Yeah? So if you have all 12 pieces and you cut each piece in half, how many do you end up with?
24.
And that's how many we need, right? Good job. What's the bottom number called?
Denominator.
And how do we know that?
Because it's
D down. Good job. What was the other one that I said you could use?
It's because it's under the line.
North Dakota. Good job. All right. I need your attention to move on. Ready? Says, and finally you get to eat your Hershey bar.
Yay! Yay!